Hello guys, welcome to my video. Today let's see, do really medical student need a tablet? So this is the topic for today. So without wasting much time, let's directly go into the video. So what is the necessity of a tablet for a medical students? If you ask me that question, then I should say that it's like it depends, but according to me, it would be really required not in just the first year, but definitely in the upcoming years, because there are multiple reasons why you really need a tablet. I will explain one by one. So the most of them would think that main thing would be taking up the notes, but really very few people do take the notes in the tablet, like really very few. Initial days we used to take notes in the tablet, like not in the class exactly. After the class we used to go to the library and take the notes, like we used to make our own notes in the tablet. There are many applications I will explain in the upcoming video. But then when days passed, like we really came to know that making a note by ourselves takes up a lot of time, and we don't have that time, and there is a lot to study. And initially the chapters were very small chapters, but we thought these are important chapters because we had no idea in the beginning. So we used to make notes for even that chapters. So it took a really lot of time, but then later on we realized those chapters were not really important, so we stopped making notes. But then we didn't, seriously I didn't get that much time to make the notes for myself. So writing wasn't that much important. Even my friends who have a tablet for themselves don't really take up the notes or make any notes in the tablet. But yeah, sometimes I do make it. Like recently I started preparing my own notes for the revision purposes, but that too, it's not like vast notes. It's like some maybe around 10 to 20 pages, only that much. So yeah, for the purpose of writing, it's up to you. If you really decide you need to make some notes, then really you need a tablet. That would be very comfortable for you to make the notes. So this is the first thing, and I will explain much more things like the related to S Pen and the Apple Pencil and everything later on. So I'm just going through the basic things now. So what is the second reason for owning a tablet? So the second thing is to like watch the video lectures, like which are available through the platforms like Marrow, PrepLadder, and there is other like Osmosis and few others. If you are watching a video, then for example like through a mobile, then it will be really uncomfortable to watch this video for a long time. But yeah, definitely you could adjust with it. But for example, if you want to refer some online books, some PDF or something like that, like it's one of the other topic which I want to explain in the upcoming time, but definitely I'll just give a basic now. But at the same time, if you want to refer some online PDFs, you cannot do that simultaneously in the mobile. So in a tab you could do it, like opening up a tab while video is running on, in the split screen on the other tab you can take up the notes. So it will be really helpful. I've done it multiple times and I found it really helpful. So what is the next reason? There are multiple books by multiple authors, like for a same subject. So it's up to you which book you want to read and you choose to read. Basically in a college there will be some standard books being followed by most of the people, but still to gain extra knowledge or so not just for gaining extra knowledge, for reading some other books like knowledgeable books or like handbooks, you have two options: either buy it from the nearby store or either download the PDF from online. So downloading a PDF from online and reading in a mobile would be really tough, you know, it will be really tough. So for that purpose, tab is really necessary for actually read the PDF. And yeah, so what I mean is that, so for reading these textbooks, the tab would be really necessary, because like it's really comfortable to read in a tab with a large screen and zooming out the notebook, and we would get a feel similar to reading in a book, but never exactly the same feeling, because like usually I read my textbook, many of the textbooks I have downloaded the PDF. I don't have its hard copy actually, I use the PDF. So how do I work on it? That like I read it for like 4 to 5 hours. If I read it, I slightly get eye pain. Initially it was the situation, but later on I got adjusted and now I don't feel any differences. I feel similar, like reading in a book or reading in a tablet is, for me it's like similar. Okay, so you could actually save a lot of money downloading the PDFs instead of buying those books. But you need to remember one thing, actually there are editions of different books. Like for anatomy we mainly use Vishram Singh. and there are many editions. Editions in the sense like the latest one, the previous edition, and like that. So actually, it's tough to get the latest edition PDF. It's actually very tough. Maybe because of the copyright claims, the uploader may delete it. So that's the reason. Like you won't. It's really tough to get the latest edition books PDF. So, but there won't be much difference between the editions. There will be some corrections or some addition. Unrequired things may be deleted from the book. Only that much things. But definitely the book gonna be the same one. So it won't make much difference between the books. So yeah, so we come to the next thing, why tab is required. So there are many applications available in the Play Store, like Human Anatomy Atlas 2021 by the developer Visible Body, and the other application like Complete Anatomy 2021 by 3d4medical.com. This is the developer of Complete Anatomy 2021. This was the application I was using. These two applications I mainly used in my first year, and these applications were really amazing, I should say. For anatomy, I used to initially go through this application. Like possible, I will show some visuals of the application, what that was application really contained. It was really helpful. Like I used to go through the application, like have a basic idea where is those nerves, muscle or the bone located, and what are the nearby parts or bones. So I will get a basic idea about where it is located and what is its course. So then after that I will read the book, the standard book, and so that I will really get an idea, like I will get much more points and knowledge about those things. So this application really helped me in the first year. Okay, so what is other thing? There are many other video series which will really help you. Like those are really paid, like the Acklands Anatomy video series, which are, yeah. So these are the main things why you should own a tablet as being a medical student. So you have two options. One is the Android and the other is the Apple iPad series. So you may get confused to which one I should go. But I would say, like, even I was confused initially, should I get an iPad or should I go with the Android one? And I will say which I took finally. And I'm really happy for my choice, and it have been really going good. Yeah. So how to choose whether you need Android or iPad?